What's up, guys? I'm back like I never left. In this video, we're going to be talking about the major stocks that are breaking out to the upside. These are the companies that we talked about in the past few days, like Palantir. We got the major EV companies that are significantly making moves. So I'm going to go over exactly what to do with these companies and what is the potential for the future for these specific companies. I'm also doing a quick stock market recap, and we're going to go over some important economic reports that we need to be watching out for tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned. Now let's get right into the video. Before we get into the video, I appreciate if you can hit the like button. If you have any questions or any comments, make sure you drop in the comment section below. So as you can see over here, we have NIO stock earnings reports. We talked about it a few days ago and yesterday also that NIO is expected to beat their earnings reports, and they beat their revenue by $50.32 million, and the deliveries of vehicles were 12,206 compared with 4,799 vehicles delivered a year ago. So that is fantastic for NIO stock. Of course, the future is bright for NIO and all the electric vehicle companies that are competing against each other, not only in China, they're competing also with big companies like Tesla at the same time. So when you look at exactly what the stock price is doing right now, NIO stock had really massive volatility today. It was expected, it was getting closer to being close to above $50. It touched $49, and then after they announced their earnings reports, it went all the way down to close to 7%. So it's been having a lot of volatility. Right now, we're sitting at minus 0.92%, minus 1% after hours. So we expect the stock to be volatile tomorrow after pre-market and also right after the market open tomorrow. So definitely expect volatility to continue. We might see some aggressive buying or some aggressive selling off, maybe a continuation to the downside, to the upside. So be super careful. And also, when you look at the other companies that we talked about in the past, of course, one of the recent companies we talked about is Palantir. It had a phenomenal day. It hit a new 52-week high of $18.75. It's up 12.05% at the upside. So that is fantastic. So if you're somebody that got involved in it for the quick swing trade, we were talking about this company when it was trading below $10. And of course, ARK Invest is getting involved in this company. And this is a great time to sell out and lock in your profits if you got involved in it for a swing trade. But of course, if you're somebody that's holding it for the long term, this is fantastic. We have to just keep holding the position as we expect the stock to continue to go up for the future. So this is really great company. It's getting a lot of government contracts and works with the government a lot. So that is fantastic to see. And we also talked about the major electric vehicle companies that they're actually going to have a sympathy play, just like Tesla. Tesla got included in S&P. It's going to be included in S&P 500 in December. So we expected some other EV stocks also to rally in spite of that positive news. So one of the stocks that we talked about is going to be KNDI. There's a Chinese company. As you can see today, it's up 17.33%. Now we talked about it when it had a mini breakout over here above $8. And it had a continuation day for 2 days, but it significantly pulled back. Now it's above the price point over here of $8, so it's really solid position right now. But this is a super volatile company. It's a Chinese company, so be super careful if you got involved in this. And also the other company that we need to be keeping an eye on is all of the major EV companies that we talked about in the past, like for example Solo, also Blink. I'm going to be talking about later on. They've been having massive rallies. And when you look at Solo, this is a Canadian company that is breaking out significantly the upside. As you can see over here, it had a multi-month breakout. So that is really great to see when you look at exactly these companies are breaking out to the upside and they're holding their gains. As $6 with the resistance price point that we're looking at over here, and right now is sitting above $6. And that is great to see. So we'll see within the next few days if these companies can still maintain and hold above $6. That is really great if they can stay above that price point. This is a great time to add into your positions if you're somebody that got involved in it, because I had a few questions about Solo. I made a video about it a few months ago, why these companies can potentially have a rally like this, because the future, of course, is going to be more of electric vehicles. And we might have a continuation and spikes like this happen here and there when we have more positive news coming out for electric vehicles in general. So if you get involved in it, you can definitely add to your position if it stays above $6, or if you got involved in it for a quick swing trade, you can definitely lock in your profits. And if you're somebody that wants to get involved in these companies, definitely wait and see if it can hold above $6. It might potentially go and make another 52-week high. So it just made a 50-week high a few days ago, $7.91. So it could potentially go and retest it within the next few days. But right now, it has a little bit of a lag over here, which is it dipped down and it's staying above the $6 area. So that is great to see. So we also have Hyliion stock, which had a relatively good day today. It's up 8.48%. And the most important thing you want to be looking at is that the volume. You see over here, we have a very, very good volume over here. That is the number of shares that have been bought and sold. So in this case, since it's green right now, that's a lot of people coming in and buying this stock right now. So that is fantastic. There's been 7.9 million shares traded today. We have great expectation for this company for the future, and we expect the stock to definitely continue to rise. If you're somebody that's holding it for the long term, just keep holding it. This company definitely has solid potential for growth in the future. And the other stock that recently had earnings reports was Blink. And this company had a lot of issues in the past, as I made a video about it a few days ago. They've been attacked by a short seller. The stock eventually went all the way down below $8, went to close to $6. And as you can see over here, the 52-week high is $14.58. It got close to $14.57. So it almost had a new 52-week high today. But as you can see, this stock is having massive rallies and it's up 16.8%. So this is a company that we talked about a few days ago, that when they're going to be announcing their earnings reports, and that this company has definitely potential for the future, since all of these EV companies are expanding, like Tesla, NIO, and other companies that are going to be needing a lot of charging stations. Of course, NIO is not in the US, but this company is mainly based on the US. So this is specifically for Tesla. So when Tesla is growing, expanding, it's joining the S&P 500, these major companies that are going to be attached to electric vehicles, in some way, their stock are also going to be positively reacting to the upside. So that's exactly what we saw as a sympathy play. But this stock by itself can also have an individual rally that can happen when all of these EV companies starts to trend higher together. So this is really great. The important thing you want to be looking at also volume is solid over here. It's been increasing, and there's been a lot of buyers that have been showing up today. And as you can see, we have the volume that's traded today was 17.3 million shares traded. So there's a lot of buying going on. So that is great to see somebody that got involved in this company. So the last company we're going to be talking about is going to be Plug. This is also a company that reported recent earnings, and they did really phenomenal. And the stock broke out over here from the mini breakout of approximately seen at $18 over here, and it went above to $20, and it went all the way to $25, and it went down today. This is mainly because they're going to be doing an offering to raise money, and that's why this stock actually went down. As you can see, is 8.8% to the downside. So we might see some sell-off happening pretty soon, but this company is definitely solid, so it might have a really great dip opportunity right now if you're somebody that wants to get involved in it for the long term. The ideal price point, if it dips all the way down, to $20, that'll be ideal. But if you're somebody that still wants to get involved in it right now, this is a great time to get involved in it for the long term, So that is really great to see that these companies are performing very, very well. So definitely keep an eye on it. Now let's go talk about exactly what happened to the stock market today. I can see we had a relatively red day today. We have the major companies like Microsoft, Facebook, Google, they're trending to the downside. Pfizer continuously going to the downside. Of course, a few days ago, we have the mRNA news that came out that their drug is actually 94% effective compared to Pfizer's, which is 90% effective. So the stock is really taking a beating right now, and it's continuously going to the downside. So still, money is definitely flowing into the energy company over here. These are the major companies, the oil and gas companies you have to be looking at right now. And also we have some bank stocks, So these are the two sectors that relatively perform very well compared to the other companies when you look at exactly what happened. And we also had 2 earnings reports that came out from Home Depot and also Walmart. So they're down minus 2.54% and Walmart minus 0.01%. It's not that they did not beat earnings. It's that even though they have positive earnings or that they beat earnings, the stock can definitely sell off. So you never know what's going to happen with earnings. You never know how investors are going to be reacting. So that is the issue with earnings reports, just like what was happening to NIO stock. The stock, they did a phenomenal earnings. They beat their earnings reports. The deliveries were phenomenal, but the stock is just going to the downside, So that is one of the things that you need to take into account when it comes to earnings reports in the stock market. So now let's talk about the major economic reports that can significantly affect the stock market for tomorrow. So for November 18, we have at 8:30 a.m. we got the housing numbers that's going to be coming out. This is SAAR. It's going to be for the period of October. The previous was 1.415 million. The forecast is 1.49 million. Also 8:30 a.m. we got the building permits. It's going to be for the period of October. The previous was 1.545 million. And the median forecast is 1.57 million. And we have a lot of Fed presidents speaking from 12:15 p.m. to 7 p.m. So definitely keep a lookout for Fed presidents speaking within that time region. We have the Dallas Fed president, we got the New York Fed president, Atlanta Fed president are going to be speaking. So make sure you keep in mind these important economic reports. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop in the comment section below. If you want to join the Discord chat or get 3 free stocks, links available. Also join the Patreon page to support the channel too. So catch you guys on tomorrow's video. Let's get it. Have a wonderful day.